Welcome back to our channel. Introduction to the 1-cent coin. The 1-cent coin, commonly referred to as the penny, has been a staple of American currency since its inception. The history of the U.S. penny reflects broader themes in American monetary policy, economics, and culture. The design of the 1989 D 1-cent coin obverse side front. The 1989 D penny features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in circulation since 1909, commemorating Lincoln's 100th birthday. Lincoln's image is surrounded by the words "Liberty," the year of minting, and the motto, "In God We Trust." Reverse side back. The reverse of the coin depicts the Lincoln Memorial created by Frank Gasparo. This design has been in use since 1959, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Mint mark. The D mint mark indicates that this penny was produced at the Denver Mint. Historical context: in 1989, the United States was experiencing notable economic changes. The country was dealing with the aftermath of the 1980s economic policies and adjusting to new global trade agreements. Economic landscape: the late 1980s were characterized by a recovery from the recession earlier in the decades. Inflation was declining and economic growth was becoming more robust, leading to increased consumer spending. Coin production: the U.S. Mint was tasked with producing billions of coins annually, and in 1989 it continued to reflect the demands of a growing economy. Coin specifications: composition. The 1989 D penny wasn't made of the traditional copper, but rather an alloy of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This change began in 1982 due to rising copper prices, leading to a shift that has continued to this day. Diameter and weight: the coin has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and weighs 2.5 grams. Collectability and value: mintage. The Denver Mint produced a significant number of the 1989 D pennies, making them relatively common. However, certain conditions and grades can affect their value in numismatic circles. Value: most 1989 D pennies are worth their face value, 1 cent, but uncirculated coins or those with unique errors can fetch a premium among collectors. Collector interest factors influencing interest in the 1989 D penny include its historical context, minting volume, and presence in coin albums. Collectors often focus on the entire Lincoln penny series, which adds to its appeal. Modern significance: the penny continues to spark debate regarding its production and use in modern America. Discussions surrounding the elimination or continuation of the penny reveal deeper issues related to commerce, inflation, and public sentiment. Debate on elimination. There are ongoing discussions about the relevance of the penny in an era of digital payment and inflation. While some argue for its elimination due to cost inefficiencies in its production, others advocate for its historical significance, cultural impact. The penny is deeply embedded in American culture, and phrases like "a penny for your thoughts" highlight its symbolic value beyond mere currency. Conclusion: the 1989 D 1-cent coin is more than just a piece of currency. It represents a chunk of American history, economics, and culture. While its monetary value remains modest, its significance in the context of American life, numismatics, and historical discussions continues to thrive. This overview captures the essence of the 1989 D 1-cent coin without reaching. If you have specific aspects you would like to delve deeper into, or any other requests, feel free to ask. The 1989 D Lincoln penny, produced by the Denver Mint, is a part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which was struck from 1959 until 2008. Here's a detailed overview of the coin's history and relevant context. Overview of the Lincoln penny. Designer: the coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, which was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank D. McKinney, which was introduced in 1959-1989. D penny specifics: mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where the coin was produced. Composition: like most pennies from this era, the 1989 D is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. Mintage: the Denver Mint produced over 5 billion 1989 D pennies, making it one of the most minted pennies of its time. Historical context: economic factors. The late 1980s experienced a mix of economic growth and challenges in the U.S. The demand for coins, including the penny, reflected the economic activity of the time. Collectability: while the 1989 D penny is not exceptionally rare and is typically not worth much more than face value, it can be collected for its historical context and as part of a complete Lincoln penny collection. Significance: cultural impact. The Lincoln penny is a significant piece of American numismatic history, symbolizing Lincoln's legacy and the importance of coinage in U.S. culture. Transition to the zinc penny. The 1989 D penny is part of the transition to a predominantly zinc composition for U.S. pennies, which began in the 1980s. As due to the rising cost of copper, modern reflection, while pennies have faced increasing scrutiny in recent years regarding their production costs versus their face value, the 1989 D penny remains an interesting part of American history and coinage for collectors and historians alike. 1989 D Lincoln Memorial Cent. The 1989 D Lincoln Cent is a 1-cent coin produced by the United States Mint at the Denver facility, indicated by the D Mint mark. Here are the important details: specifications. Composition: 97.5% zinc core with 2.5% copper plating. Weight: 2.5 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Edge plane. Designer: Frank Gasparo. Reverse: Victor David Brenner. Obverse mint mark. Location: below the date on the obverse. Design: obverse features Abraham Lincoln's profile facing right with the inscription Liberty on the left, the date 1989, with D Mint mark below it, and In God We Trust above. Reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, with E Pluribus Unum at the top, United States of America around the upper rim, and 1 cent at the bottom. Mintage and value: the Denver Mint produced approximately 5,345,467,111 Lincoln cents in 1989, making it a very common coin because of this. High mintage 1989 D cents are generally worth only face value, 1 cent in circulated condition. Even in uncirculated condition, they typically sell for less than $1 unless they have exceptional characteristics. Historical context: by 1989, the Lincoln cent had already undergone significant changes from its original 1909 design. The most notable change was the 1982 composition shift from 95% copper to the zinc core with copper plating due to rising copper prices, making the coin's metal value exceed its face value. Would you like more specific information about this coin, such as notable errors or varieties, its place in Lincoln cent collecting, or the broader economic context of U.S. coinage in the late 1980s? Thanks for watching my videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.